which is英語から英会話 Unit 17, Section D. So first, let's do listen and repeat. Okay, so please listen and then repeat. Do you often eat at home? Do you often eat at home? All right, so now I want you to please write your answer in the chat. I will give you 4 minutes. Now, this is a very simple question, but yeah, I think probably most people often eat at home, but I don't know, and even if you do, for example, you might say, uh, you know, I often eat at home with my family, or uh, I often eat at home for dinner, but I often go out for lunch. So any idea is okay. And you can try to, I would say try to make your answer a little bit longer. But let's see who's going to be first. All right, Take Agner says, I usually eat at home. Very nice. Thank you for joining the show. K Workshop says, yes, I do. I often eat dinner at home. Very nice. Thank you for joining the show. Yeah. I know. I think, yeah. Especially during the pandemic, many people ate at home. Charming says, yes, I always eat breakfast and dinner at home. Okay. Thank you for joining the show, Charming. Nice ideas, everyone. All right. So, but like I said, you can combine. You can make complex sentence using but and. Okay, Takanona says I eat breakfast and dinner at home every day. I eat lunch at work. Fantastic. Nice sentence. So, yeah, actually, kind of interesting thing about me is during the week, I often eat lunch at home by myself because, my wife is at work, goes to work, and my son goes to school, and I'm home by myself. And so I often eat lunch at home by myself. But on Mondays, I eat lunch in the classroom I teach at. Okay, well, all right, let's see. Kan Mama says, yes, I eat breakfast and dinner at home every day. Thank you for joining the show, Kan Mama. Nice work. Um, Sometimes in a sentence like this, you could say, I often eat at home, but I love to go out for, and whatever food you like to go out to eat. So, my family, we love to go out for Thai food. So usually on Saturday or Sunday, we often go out for lunch at our favorite Thai restaurant. But we usually eat at home during the week. All right. Well, just a few seconds left. All right, so let's move on to the next section. Now, I want you to please write a new question in the chat by changing my question. So, and yeah, it can be any kind of change you want to make. Like a simple change would be, do you like eating at home? Or you could say, change like, do you often exercise? And if you want to, you can use at home too. Like, do you often? Oh my God, I gotta fix the timer. Okay, so you have 4 minutes now. So you have 4 minutes to write a new question in the chat by changing my question. No. So I was just gonna say like exercise. So if you want to, you could say like, do you often exercise at home? Or just do you often exercise is okay too. All right, Charming says, do you often take a walk around your home, around your house? Nice idea. Um, I I don't often take a walk around my house, my home, but how about you, Charming? Great question. Um, yeah, but I think this is a good season to take a walk. One thing that I know for the last, I would say probably the last 4 months, I've only been taking a shower at home because it's so hot. But I'm thinking about maybe tonight taking a bath for the first time in a long time. Takanona says, do you often go to the movies? Nice idea. I like it. Good question. Kan Mama says, do you often eat out with your friends? Not anymore. How about you, Kan Mama? And Takanona, I don't often go to the movies anymore either. How about you, Takanona? Um, I often watch the kind of TV shows using a streaming website, either Amazon Prime or Netflix. Charmin says, sometimes I take a walk around my house. Okay, nice sentence. Good work. K Workshop says, does your son often study Spanish? Nice idea. No, he doesn't. But he's starting to understand it because my wife and I, we, we often, we don't, I would say we sometimes use Spanish at home, and so he doesn't like it very much. I think he prefers English, but yeah, we sometimes use Spanish, and then sometimes he understands. But I hope in the future maybe he will enjoy uh, studying Spanish with us. No one knows, right? We'll see. So, all right. Takanona says, I go to the cinema once or twice a month. Nice idea. Nice idea. So, yes. All right. And if you're new to the show, feel free. You can join the conversation, join the chat. Right now, we're just practicing writing a new question in the chat by changing my question. My question was, do you often eat at home? So, yeah. So, do you often? It's a very useful question. It's a very, very useful English question. And you can add at home, at school, at work. Okay, well, let's move on. Now we're gonna do a listen and repeat. So the next listen and repeat is going to be: is it easy for you to wash the dishes? Is it easy for you to wash the dishes? All right. So now, please write your answer in the chat. I will give you 4 minutes. I remembered the time. That time. Good. All right. So, is it easy for you to wash the dishes? Please tell me in the chat. Is it easy for you to wash the dishes? And if you are welcome to you just answer by saying case by case. Sometimes it's easy for me, and sometimes it's very difficult. But I would say for conversation practice, it's good to explain why. Why is it easy or why is it difficult? Um, for me, sometimes I'm very tired in the evening, so it's difficult to wash the dishes. But how about you? Is it easy for you to wash the dishes? Okay, Agner says, of course it's easy for me to wash the dishes. Wow. That's fantastic. I'm very happy to hear that. I think, maybe for some people, it's difficult to start. Okay, Charmin says, it's easy to wash the dishes, but sometimes I don't want to wash when I'm tired. I see. Yeah, me too. Me too. Okay, Workshop says, it's easy but boring. That's funny. Nice idea. Takanona says, washing dishes is a piece of cake for me. I used to do it as a part-time job when I was a student. Nice work. That was actually me too. I had a part-time job washing dishes. Kan Mama says, no, it isn't so. I often use the dishwasher. Wow. I think that's a lot of people's dream. In America, um, almost every family has a dishwasher, I think. Very common, especially for people who live with kids. Uh, but I don't know about Japan. I know my family. No, we just have one kid, so it's easy. We can manage washing the dishes. But yeah, and then yeah, just like me, I had like Takanona. I had a part-time job washing dishes. Charmin says, "I envy Kan Mama." Me too. Me too. So I want my son. I think that's you know, helping wash the dishes is a good family. Uh, I don't know, service, family service for my son to uh, to help the family. So usually he washes most of the dishes in the evening. But I often wash the dishes after my son and wife leave home and I have lunch, and then I wash the dishes. Sometimes difficult, but to make it more exciting, I like to listen to music while washing the dishes. Sometimes sing a little bit, maybe. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, let's move on. Now, I want you to please write a new question in the chat by changing my question. And I'll give you 4 minutes. All right. So, if you want to, you can use the same style question. Like, is it easy for you to something? Or, I think sometimes instead of easy, you can use the word difficult and say, is it difficult for you to do something? Possible. So, please tell me your new question in the chat by changing my question. And if you do use the same style question as me, I recommend adding for you. If you don't use for you, it's a little different. Charming says, it's easy for you to speak Japanese. Nice idea. Yeah, I would just if you use a sentence like that, I would add right at the end. Like so, it's easy for you to speak Japanese, right? And I would say it's not so easy because I don't practice speaking Japanese very much. I practice speaking English a lot because I'm always helping people learn English. So I get a lot of English practice, but not much Japanese speaking practice. But I have lived in Japan a long time, so it is easy for me to use some sentences and some words because it's very easy to use some. All right, Take Agner says, "Is it easy for you to speak Spanish?" Nice idea. Good question. Perfect. Good job adding for you. And yeah, I'd say it's not so easy for me to speak Spanish, but it's fun. I enjoy it, and so yeah, great question. I would say compared to Vietnamese. Last year I studied Vietnamese, and Vietnamese was extremely difficult to speak. All right. Takanona says, is it easy to talk to people you don't know well? Great question. And yeah, for me, case by case, sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. Uh, how about you, Takanona? Uh, I always, I think as a child it was difficult, but I try to challenge myself to do it. All right. YTH says, is it easy for you to work every day? Nice question. Recently, it is easy for me to work every day because I take a good rest. I take a rest on the train or at home before work. And so I think by taking a rest, I can enjoy working so much more. And so I would say it's much easier. And how about you, YTH? All right. So if you guys want to respond to my how about you questions, you can respond to them anytime you want. Okay, we're going to do one more listen and repeat. So please listen and repeat. Do you have a favorite plate? Do you have a favorite plate? Right. So now, please write your answer in the chat. I do have a favorite plate, but I don't have it with. Oh my God, timer. Okay, so I do have a favorite plate. It's a green plate, kind of a bowl, but it's very long, and so I love to use it to make salads. Very nice plate. How about you? Do you have a favorite plate? Um, it's okay if you don't. If you don't, that's fine. Just say, I don't have a favorite plate. I like all my plates. It's okay too. But I don't know. My it's interesting. I think some families, like growing up as a child, we had a set of plates, and they're all the same. Um, but in Japan, well, we have my family. We have a variety of plates, um, and so we used to have two plates that were similar, but one of them broke. So now we have quite a few different kinds of plates. Okay, K Workshop says, no, I don't. but I have a favorite spoon. Great complex sentence. So you answered this question, and then you added but, and you added some more information. So that's great. You have a favorite spoon. That's interesting. Maybe if you you can take a picture, and then next time you have a lesson, and we discuss this topic, you can show people. This is my favorite spoon. I have a picture of my favorite plate on my phone because I love to take pictures of the salads I make. Great job. Anyone else? Do you have a favorite plate? That's a little bit of a strange question, but all right. Takanono says no, I haven't. A month ago, I burned my favorite plate in the oven. Oh, I'm gonna clap, but I'm sorry to hear that, Takanono. Okay, Agner says yes, I do. My favorite plate is a Finland plate. That my birthday present for my son. Wow, what a very nice present to receive from your son. That's cool. Great. Nice ideas. Yeah, no. So very nice. And yeah, I think if if you're kind of like discussing this, it's always good to have a picture of your favorite plate or your favorite something. YTH says my favorite plate is a traveling gift. Nice. Yeah, that sounds very nice. Yeah, plates are nice. I think like eating is one of the things that people do the most, and so it's good. It's good if you have a favorite plate you like. A little dangerous though, because plates do. I've broken a plate before in my life, and I'm sure other people have too. So like Takanona burned his favorite plate in the oven. Accidents happen. All right, so this is the last part of tonight's show. Please write a new question in the chat by changing my question. Oh, Kan Mama says, yes, my favorite plate is a French plate that I bought in Paris. Wow, that sounds exciting. Nice idea. Great. Wonderful. Okay, I'm going to start the timer. Okay, so now you have 4 minutes to write a new question in the chat by changing my question. All right. And then, you can make a question about plates. About plates. Like, what's your favorite kind of plate? Something like that. So Take Agner says, do you have a favorite restaurant? Great question. Very good question for conversation. Yes, I would say my favorite restaurant is a Thai restaurant in Maebashi called Semakute. How about you, Take Agner? Takanona says, do you have a favorite hat? Nice one. Yes, I do. I might have maybe this is my favorite hat. My brother gave it to me last time I visited America, and it's a kind of picture of my hometown. But how about you, Takanona? Charming says, do you have a favorite time in a day? Nice idea. I would just say, do you have a favorite time of day? And yeah, good question. Good question. K Workshop says, do you have a favorite actor or actress? Nice. which is a tough question because there are so many great actors and actresses. But recently, I love uh, all the actors and actresses from the TV show Shogun. If you haven't seen Shogun yet, I recommend it. You should see Shogun. But how about you, K Workshop? YTH says, do you have a favorite Japanese place? Ooh, great. Nice question. Um, and I would say, but I would change it just a little bit to make it more natural. I would say, do you have a favorite place in Japan? Um, all right. Takanona says, my favorite hat is the baseball cap I bought in New York. Nice. Nice idea. Great. And Mama says, do you have a favorite cafe? That's an easy question for me to answer. Yes. My favorite cafe is Tonya Coffee. I think it's very near the Guma prefectural office. Uh, it doesn't have big parking, which is inconvenient. But I often ride my bike, so it's easy, no problem for me. But I love Tonya's coffee, and I love their. Uh, it's been a long time since I last had it, but I don't know. I forgot. I'll tell you maybe tomorrow. How about you, Kan Mama? Do you have a favorite cafe? And yeah, back to YTH's question. Do you have a favorite place in Japan? I do. My favorite place in Japan is the Sapporo Beer Festival Garden kind of park park place. It's very I just look it up. Sapporo Beer Festival or Beer Garden. They have an amazing beer garden in Sapporo City. Amazing. Okay. Well, that's great job, everyone. And I think if you're still typing, feel free to send the comment or chat anytime. But let's see. That's the end of tonight's show. Thank you so much for joining the show and sharing lots of great ideas. Fantastic. Our next show will be on Thursday night and then Sunday night. And yeah, K Workshop says my favorite actress is Scarlett Johansson. I know. I think she was the Black Widow in the Yeah, I know. I didn't. I forgot. Yes, I know. Sorry about that. But you guys are great. You guys always watch the show, and so I think you can get the questions just from the show. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Um, yeah, I'll bring the paper next class. Okay. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Hope everyone has a great night, and I will see you next time. Good night. Bye.